And another one again, another one of those fraud cases committed by another Nigerian brother in diaspora. And guys, by the time I was reading this story, I was like, with all of his skill, with all the skill that this man has, he could have been making billions. But what did he choose to do? He chose to defraud a company and is going to be paying dearly for it. So, guys, let's dive into the article. Hello everybody, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as Stat Mama 5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So this is another fraud file, a fraud file case. So I think anytime I bring these videos, I'm going to target fraud file case. Yes, fraud file case. So, according to the United States Attorney's Office, Nigerian man charged with unauthorized computer intrusion and wire fraud for theft over 235,000 US dollars from Western Pennsylvania. I can't even pronounce that. Okay, I'll put a screenshot here. University. From WPU University, I'm going to put it here. Yeah, I can't pronounce Pennsylvania. Yeah. Anyway, it says Pittsburgh, PA, a Nigerian citizen residing in the United Kingdom, has been arrested pursuant to a United States request for extradition following his indictment on charges of wire fraud and computer fraud. Acting United States Attorney Troy Rivetti announced today. So he was in the UK when he was committing that crime. So the US asked the UK to surrender him, and yes, the UK willingly surrendered him, even though they're Nigerian. Yes, they can do that. So, we continue that Adepoju was arrested by UK authorities on the 15th of September, just a few days ago there, 2025, and is currently awaiting extradition to the United States to face a 7-count indictment in the Western District of Pennsylvania. I can't pronounce that. Pardon me. According to the indictment, which was unsealed today, between March 2023 and April 2023, Adepoju remotely accessed a protected computer belonging to the Western Pennsylvanian Construction Company that was performing work for a university also located in the Western District of Pennsylvania. That's because I can't pronounce that. Adepoju used this unauthorized access to create rule changes within the email account of an employee with the construction company and then registered a spoofed domain and spoofed email account to assume the identity of another employee of that company. With all of his tech brain, his own is to steal when he could actually set up a company for himself and be dealing with the likes of JP Morgan and all of these things. Anyway, Adepoju sent fraudulent emails to employees of the university requesting that they update the construction company's payment information to a fraudulent bank account. Relying upon the emails, the university updated the payment information through the fraudulent bank account that Adepoju provided and sent a payment of approximately 235,266.80 of to that account. Funds that the university has not yet recovered. In quotes, Adepoju is charged with using sophisticated cyber means to illegally access accounts belonging to a business in order to victimize one of our region's universities, said acting United States Attorney Rivetti. A quote, even from halfway across the country, yes, halfway across the country, in the UK, that was when he committed, that was the country he committed the crime. However, Adepoju was not beyond the investigative reach of the FBI. His arrest in the United Kingdom underscores our district's unwavering commitment to aggressively locate and prosecute cyber criminals worldwide with the assistance of our law enforcement partners, both here and abroad. See here, US, as long as they grab the suspects, they've already, extradited criminals from Nigeria to the US before. They would not even look at the costs. They will not even look at the stress it's going to put them through. As long as they get the criminal, they get the suspect, they will extradite. They have extradited several Nigerian fraudsters to the US to come and serve their jail time. They have. So this one, you don't think like, oh, you keep doing crime behind camera and they will not catch you. They will catch you as long as they have their evidence and as long as they know where you are. They will catch you and they will bring you to justice. So, in quote, criminals would think they can reach across the globe into the United States to line their pockets at the expense of the American public need to know one thing. Yes, they are telling you now that you need to know this, okay? The FBI and our partners are not going to let you get away with it, said FBI Pittsburgh Special Agent in charge, Kevin Rojek. In quote, we will find you and bring you to justice no matter where you might be. Email compromise schemes are not victimless crimes. They are one of the costliest threats large and small businesses, universities, and organizations face today. And that's true. There was a time something similar happened in the UK where some details of some patients were released via the NHS data. Somebody hacked into the NHS data and some informations were made public. In fact, they were actually going to blackmail the NHS by saying that they were going to release details. So I'm sure they were able to get to the bottom of that. Adepoju is charged with 6 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of computer fraud. The law provides for a maximum total of up to 20 years. So Adepoju will probably be spending 20 years of his life in jail if he was found, if he's found guilty. And they said that 20 years in prison for each of the wire fraud offenses and up to 5 years in prison for the computer fraud, so possibly 25 years in prison. Under the federal under the federal sentencing guidelines, the actual sentence imposed will be based upon the seriousness of the offenses and the prior criminal history, if any, of the defendant. Assistant United States Attorney Mark V. Guzzo is prosecuting this case on behalf of the United States with significant assistance provided by the Department of Justice Office of International Affairs. The FBI's Pittsburgh field office conducted the investigation leading to indictment. And it says, an indictment is an accusation. A defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty. For them to have asked for Adepoju to be extradited to the UK, I am sure they have all of their details. They have all of their evidences for them to be able to extradite him, and that the UK was willing to get him extradited as well. And like I said, you can imagine Adepoju with all of that skill, with all of that cyber skill. Like I said, he could have set up a business for himself. There are a lot of us that have information technology degrees. I've never held a job in IT before. And I won't be surprised that I won't be surprised that Adepoju did not even go to school to go and attain this skill. It must have been something he learned on his own. But then he could have made a better use of it. Like I said, he could have been he could have his own company and be handling the IT stuff. If there's any spoof, if there's any Trojan, these are the kind of people you will need to make sure that any system is not being hacked to. There is the kind of person who will be able to easily figure out if there's going to be any cyber attack on any system's website or any system's details. But he chose not to do things the right way, but to steal, to line his own pockets. Yes, that university in the US has been tampered with, almost 255,000 US dollars, and they said they've not been able to get that money back. Maybe when they get him back to the US, he will be able to tell them where the money is. But my fellow Nigerian people, can you imagine somebody with such skill? If I have such a skill, hey, I will have a business set up, an IT intelligence set up business. Like I said, JP Morgan, even banks, because they do everything online right now. They do online banking. All of the people who do all of their, what's it called now? Bitcoin, all of these things, they do it online. You could be protecting their website. You could be doing all of these things, but you chose to go and defraud. You chose to steal. Anyway, guys, I will not get tired of bringing this story. You guys see that there's a chance of him spending up to 25 years in prison. And yes, he is innocent until proven guilty. But for the fact that they asked the UK to extradite him and the UK has agreed to extradite him, trust me, Adepoju is going to be going to jail for a very long time. And as always again, the FBI, the Department of Justice, they've not given us an image of Adepoju. But if I find the image, you will see it when I'm editing this video. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that, oh yes, you want to make quick money? That's his luck. Or yes, he could have maybe set up a business, a company, and make better use of that skill rather than doing what he did and now he's been arrested. Leave a lot of your thoughts and opinion in the comment section as always. And yes, I know the situation back home in Nigeria is not great, but he's not in Nigeria. It is not in Nigeria. It is in the UK, where you could have taken use of such opportunity, but it did not. It did not. It did not. With that being said, guys, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section as always. And if you've watched this video till now, do not hesitate to drop a comment in the comment section based on this story and whatever advice you have for young Nigerians out there who might have such skills and what they could do with such skills. And do not hesitate to share, subscribe, join my membership, and I hope to catch up with you in another video. All right, bye for now. Bye.